I just want to talk for a minute about the children, the indigenous children, the native Indian children in Canada, that they keep on finding all these bodies buried in the schoolyards. Okay, and then when you look back, you know, there's a whole bunch of missing and murdered women, native Indian women. And that is still going on today in Western Canada and, let's see, Montana, and some other places, I guess. But what I'm thinking is, with all these missing indigenous women, and that they're still, you know, coming up missing, it's just, there's thousands of these women, young women. A lot of them are very young. And then I totally believe it connects to all these children they're finding in the schoolyards. And the reason why I feel like it connects is because, for one, here, let me skip to this spot.
Very beginning, to the spot where he first started his investigation 10 years ago. This abandoned elementary school in Prince George.
They need to dig up that schoolyard if they haven't already.
So what do you come here and what do you think about?
Well, this is where my first theory started, because Leah Germain's body was found dumped behind the school. It seems like a bizarre place to leave somebody if you're just driving down the highway like a stranger. So I'm still convinced that whoever was responsible is familiar with this area.
So that's Ray's working theory. The killer lived somewhere very close to here. Would you show me? Can we walk?
Sure.
I bet there's a whole bunch of other bodies in that schoolyard. If they haven't dug them up already, I don't know.
Just a kid, 15 years old,
15.
was left after she was stabbed to death. That was December 1994. How she ended up in this field is one of the things that Ray has spent years trying to figure out. He now thinks Leah's case is linked to another murdered young woman, 15-year-old Roxanne Tiara.
You know, both were murdered. Both were involved in drugs
They're not
and
women,
prostitution.
they were children.
Both had said that they wanted to get out of it and clean up their act.
So what does it make you wonder?
Well, it makes me wonder if the people responsible for running that business,
like they're
using
pimps.
them like their pimps, had something to do with it.
Do you know who the pimp was in those days?
You know, I don't. I'm attempting to find that out, actually.
I believe this totally connects to the Roman Catholic church, or people, and the school systems of how they have those Roman Catholic schools that have killed all these children. So those women, or well, a lot of them are children too, totally connect to these cases, and totally connects to the Roman Catholics, who seems to commit a lot of crimes, and yet they're still, you know, doing whatever they want, apparently. But the indigenous women that are missing, and a lot of them are teenagers, they're not even quite women, this all connects to each other with the Roman Catholics. I don't care what anybody says, whatever. I totally see it, because the truth always comes out. And when people commit crimes and such, they always leave evidence and stuff. So, you know, they're going to get it. We're going to get, people are going to get answers and closure. And those responsible will be punished. And personally, I wouldn't necessarily rely on the system to punish them. People need to go ahead and take matters into their own hands these days, because if you don't, the system will screw it all up for you. And then you can't trust the system on too many things, and that'll be something for another video at another time.